Okay, in the first round we are playing white, and today I decided to play London system with white pieces, just to play solid. Okay, knight to f3, knight c6. Here I have this idea, bishop to b5. It was played, I think, by Prague. Very rare idea. Good for, good for surprising. Queen to b6. As I remember correctly, this move is not the best. Let's try this move. As I remember, queen a5 was the best move instead of queen b6. c4. Now after dc4 I want to play knight to c3. Okay, so okay, let's capture this. Now the pawn is hanging. Maybe I can sacrifice. Yeah, maybe I can sacrifice it just for an attack. Now knight goes to d2, then rook to b1, queen to a4. Well, let's take with the knight. His pawn is hanging. Rook b1. The point is that after this, I want to play rook to b7. Okay, let's play rook b7. Keeping an eye on this bishop. Now the idea is to play rook b8, maybe to prevent his castle idea. After bishop b7, also I have an idea to play bishop to e5, stopping his short castle. Or maybe bishop to g5, also looks interesting. Rook b8 can be threat. Bishop b7, rook b8, queen b8, bishop to d8, bishop to c7, castles. Okay, after bishop d8, firstly I can play like bishop to d6, or after bishop c7, castles, I can play bishop d6. In my opinion, it can be very dangerous. Also, I want to play rook to c1. Maybe later I'll double up my pieces on the 7th rank. Rook to c8. Okay, let's play rook to c1. I think anyway this move is useful. Then after bishop b7, I really want to play bishop g5, I guess, and to prevent his normal development. Now after the castle, I want to take, and this bishop is hanging. h6. Okay. Okay, let's keep let's keep this bishop. g5. No, okay, this is a weakness. This is a weakness, and how to use it? Maybe knight goes to e5. Maybe knight goes to e5. Maybe pawn goes to h4. Haven't decided yet. Okay, Let's play this move. Bishop to e5, forcing an exchange, because I want to take the knight. Queen d6 looks logical now. Rook d8. It's an hour move. Well, this looks weak. Let's attack it. So now he wants to play e5. Now he wants to play e5. How to prevent it? Let's take. I think he should take with the pawn. Then I'll take the rook. Then rook cannot take because this bishop is hanging. So bishop takes. Then let's attack the bishop. K5. Very logical. Knight to c6. Bishop to f5. Well, bishop f5. I think I can take with the queen. Queen takes, knight e7 wins, yeah? Knight e7, knight takes. Looks absolutely hopeless. Just an extra piece for me. Okay, let's improve the king. King goes to d2 to block the pawn. Okay, the first game finished. It was easy. Waiting for the second round. Yeah, thank you so much. We'll try to do better than the last week. So in this game, Artemiev tries to flag in such position. let's see another game. Okay, that's not interesting. Bortnik is losing. Impossible. So he has just 1 second against 3 seconds, and he was down the queen, down the bishop, but he still managed to flag his opponent and made a draw. Very impressive play. Okay, another round against Maroni. I know this guy. I played against him from Italia. Normal grandmaster. Let's try. Okay. He wants to play this as a top. Okay. How to play here? I think bishop b3. Okay, let's play bishop d3. Well, at least I stopped his short side castle. Maybe he wants to play the position with the long castle. I don't know. Okay, this looks logical. Queen to a3, stopping knight b6 idea. Then also I want to play queen to a7 and to attack his pawn. Now this pawn looks a bit weak, yeah. Can I use it? Okay, maybe we can try this move. Knight g5. Just attacking this pawn. Okay, let's go forward. So knight f7 is bad, of course. Let's go back, and now his pawn on h6 is under attack. Maybe I can play knight f2 and then improve my pieces this way. I don't like his position. I think he didn't get enough counterplay for the peers. And okay, he has something like queen c5 endgame, but with this pawn, okay, with this weak pawn, cannot play queen c5. I can just take, and then the pawn is hanging. After knight c5, I can probably play just b3. So now the idea is to, okay, let's play rook d2, very natural. And now rook goes to d1. Still his pawn is under attack. This move. Okay, he really wants to play knight to b6. That's his idea. How to prevent it? Okay, anyway, I think rook d1 is useful move. Knight b6, rook d8, knight c4. That's probably the trick. Queen d3, knight b2. Okay, after knight c4, knight b2, my rook on d1 is hanging. I want to do it. But okay, you know, there is another idea. I can play queen b3. Maybe it works. So knight to c4, queen to b3, attacking the knight, rook d8, queen d8. Then queen takes on c4, attacking this pawn. Maybe that later my knight goes to c5. That's the plan. After rook d8, I have rook d8. King d8 is bad because of the queen b6 idea. Can I take it? Knight c4 now. Okay, I think it's the same. Actually, it's the same. Queen to b3. I think he has to take the rook. There is queen c5. Okay, he took queen to c. This move. Oops, I blundered the pawn. No, it was not a blunder. He has his own problem with the pawn on f7. Okay, c7. Okay, probably g3 to protect the pawn. King b6. Oi, that's strong. That was strong. Bishop b6 is coming. Yeah, c3 was very bad. After b3 has much better position. Okay, queen c2, I can play king a1 right now. Anyway, should be hopeless for me. But okay, at least there is little counterplay. If he plays f6, then knight to e6, okay? He can make king's move, yeah, this is logical. Yeah, there is no any play. Fortunately, I cannot protect the pawn on b2 and I should resign. Okay, let's check what was in the game. bishop h6. According to computer, this position is not so, like, just slightly better for white. Bishop h6, e5. Computer dislikes this capture on e5. Long castle is mistake according to computer. Knight c1, knight b3. Okay. Okay, this was equal, equal, equal. Castles. Now, yeah, okay, still equal. King b8, knight g5. Slightly better for me. Knight f2. h5. Yeah, for some reasons king b1 was stronger. King b1 probably with the idea to play knight c1, I guess. Because in the game I didn't manage to activate this knight. Yeah, maybe king b1 is clever. Then knight goes to b3, another knight goes to d3, and white's position is slightly better. Rook d2 is a mistake. So this exchanging idea was wrong. Knight d7 is correct. King b6. No, yeah, I miss king b6 idea, is very strong. Okay, there is no any counterplay. Okay, the third round starting soon. Waiting for the pairings. Play against Vitochin. Okay, let's play Slav. Oh, he'll take. That's unpleasant. Okay, let's try this idea. After knight e4, I have an idea to play knight d4 and bishop attacks the knight. Well, against this pawn structure, yeah, he needs to organize some play. Yeah, maybe in the center after e4. I think I can try this idea. Bishop to e8, the idea to meet queen d3 with bishop g6. Knight e4 now. Okay, let's take it. Let's exchange this bishop. After this exchange, I can take with the pawn and then put the knight to f5. Okay, so he attacks my pawn. I think it should not be really dangerous. Rook c7. Okay, this move. Trying to regroup my pieces. My knight goes to c4. e7. Knight c4 is coming. Okay, he attacks my pawn. don't want to create additional weaknesses, so let's play this. Now the idea is to play b6 and to attack this rook. After b6, knight e6, rook c2, rook c2. In the end, I can play knight to a6. Forcing some changing. I think it's around equal, I guess. Yeah, if black manages to play b6 and exchange all the things, then I think everything should be fine with black's position. Okay. Let's take it. Okay, he cannot enter here in my camp, so maybe f5, blocking the position. Then probably queen d7, knight c4, b5. So he tries to activate another knight. I want to fight for this file. After queen's retreat, I can enter on c3 or maybe to play knight d7, preventing knight e5, then queen c3. He has his own problems with the king. Objectively, I think that should be around equal. Now the idea is probably to play knight c4 or knight b5. Knight c4. Pretty sure he should not take on c4. But knight b1 looks also a bit strange. Not like he fights for an advantage after knight b1. But knight c4, knight c4, dc4, knight e5, capture. Okay, black is not. Yeah, no, okay, now b5. Can I regroup my pieces? Is it so good? I would like to c3, capture, c2 wins, c3, knight f2. It's very dangerous. Let's try it. So c3. After capture on d5, I can play c2. So probably knight f2, then c2, then knight to c3. I can win the piece, yeah. Knight e2, winning the piece. But then, okay, this move. Okay, king f3 is the only move. Unfortunately, he's in time after knight a2. So this move, attacking the pawn and stopping his idea. Okay, let's improve the king firstly. Oh, I blundered the knight. Ay. I totally forgot that my knight was under attack. So in absolutely winning position, I blundered in one move. My knight was under attack and I forgot to protect it. Okay, it's not winning, but yeah, knight c4, this. How to play instead of knight c4? Knight f3. Knight f3, then knight d5 attacking this pawn, or knight f1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had very bad position. This. It's equal. This. No, okay. Black is still better. Knight to b1. So in this position, king f6. King f6, and after king d3, knight a3 in the same. Okay, it's the same position. Yeah, he takes, and then knight f3, knight d5. Knight f3, knight d5 with better play. Yeah, it was a nice chance because the position was much better and I had big time advantage. Anyway, we have another round. Now we are playing black against chess player from India. Let's play Sicilian with a6. Okay, c3 is the best. No, e takes d5, queen takes d5, then d4. Black plays e6. We have transposition to the normal theory. e6. Bishop e2. Okay, bishop e2 is also a possible move. We got just a normal position against isolated pawn. Black wants to play short castles, then b5, then bishop to b7. I don't think that black has at least some problems. Yeah, I think b5, then bishop to b7, rook to the center. Which rook to the center? Okay, let it be this rook to the center to protect the knight. Okay, another rook to the center. d5 in such positions, common idea, but I think not right now. h6, I think the last preparative move, gaining the square for the king. Okay, bishop to d3. Bishop to d3. Probably the idea is to play knight to e4. Before knight to a4, exchange. But can I win the pawn? Not so sure. Okay, there is another idea, I think. Knight to b8. You can, yeah, knight to e5, then this move. I opened my bishop and stopped the knight e4 idea. Then bishop e4 looks logical. Then I can play queen to b6. Queen to b6. No, with such queen on a2, I don't think that white is really fighting for... Wow. What is it? I don't understand. White is really fighting for an advantage? I don't understand. I mean, this pawn is under protection of the queen. Capture. I don't get it. Okay, let's take it. So it was a blunder, obviously. Okay, let's take it. Now the task is very easy. I need just to exchange everything. No compensation, just an extra piece. For nothing, for free. I think it's time to resign. No compensation, no chances. Pawn is under attack. Both pawns are under attack. Rook g3 is my threat. Okay, now let's improve the pressure one more time. f2 is hanging. Rook takes g3 is a threat once again. Rook h1 is mate in 1. Yeah. So it was normal position for white. Computer evaluates it like black is slightly better, but no, in fact, nothing wrong with her position. Queen b6, bishop g6, yeah, it's just disaster. This position, bishop g6, is a huge mistake. What are the alternatives? b4 according to computer, but it looks, I don't know. It looks like only I can play this. Minus 0-4. Black is slightly better. Okay, let's check what's going on in the other games. We have here Nakamura against Narayanan, and I like White's position because Black's king is weak, White has nice bishops, pawn on d6 is weak. b4. Bad pawn structure, and very hard to protect the weaknesses. Now bishop d3, and then knight to f5 with a double attack. Pawn is hanging. I think he should play something like bishop b6 and to protect the f5 square. Now we can take bishop b5. I think maybe queen f4 with this idea, but bishop b5 looks very simple. Okay, queen f3 is the same idea, to play queen to g3 and win the pawn on d6. Pawn is hanging. Okay, White's up 2 pawns. I think the rest is not very interesting. Let's check what's going on in the other games. Okay, White is slightly better, I guess. This is a threat. Oops, this is very strong. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think now Black is absolutely fine. Let's go back to the Nakamura's game. It looks over for Black, but it's time troubles. Queen d7. Yeah, I think the game is over. Queen e7, another weakness, impossible to protect. Just mate is coming. Maybe queen g6. Okay, White wins the queen. Actually, it was bad. White is better, but Black is pressing on time. How to win it? And White needs one more tempo to mate. Yeah, queen b3, and White did not manage to be in time, and the game finished in a draw. Yeah, so after this round we have a 6 minutes break. Yeah, we have 6 minutes break, and yeah, also let's take a little rest. So I'll return in 5 minutes. 2 minutes. So we have 11 guys. We have 4 out of 4. A lot of guys 3.5 out of 4. Yeah, I think the next round will be very interesting. Naka will play against strong player. Shima has 4 out of 4. Emiev has 4 out of 4. Two minutes. Okay, it should start. It should start. Okay, half a minute for the next round. Next round. So we have another round against Sergei Sklokin. I don't know this guy, feeder master, probably from Russia. Okay, let's play this. Still, let's play London today. So we have transposition to the Greenfield castles. Now it's Karakan. And Carlsbad pawn structure, actually this pawn structure is in long term favor is slightly better for white. Okay, we need to do something with this knight. We need to force this knight to go away. Maybe we need to prepare f3 sooner or later. Well, knight e5 is a good move. What else? Okay, let's play knight e5. Let's play simple and solid. And with the light square bishop, I think this pawn structure is not in his favor. I want to play f3. Now there is a little trap, yeah. After f3, queen c5. But okay, actually, is it a threat? No, knight f2. Okay, I don't want to give it. So maybe knight to f3, then queen e2, then maybe knight to d4, or knight d4 maybe immediately. Yeah, I think knight d4 immediately is good. Knight d4, queen e5, f3. Okay, so f3 is coming. Also knight e6 is a threat. Can he sacrifice the piece? Queen e5, f3, then something. I'll take. No, okay, maybe it's interesting yet. To play queen e5, f3, and just to make some move. I'll take, he'll take, and he has compensation, some compensation for his material. I'm not sure. Anyway, I want to play f3 on the next move, and let's see what will happen there. He has some problems with the dark squares. Maybe I can use it. Maybe I can transpose my queen c1, queen e4, or maybe queen e4, queen h6, h4, h5. Okay, he decided to sacrifice it. Okay. Decided to sacrifice it. Okay, let's take it. Now we should play very, very solid on this move. Okay, e5. Maybe knight b5. Okay, let's play knight b5. Okay, he can win the pawn after queen f2, queen b2, but I think in that case I'll have time to bring my pieces into the game. I want to play queen g4 after this. So I don't think that queen f2 is too dangerous. Right now, probably I want to play knight to d6. Okay, so it looks like he wants to play d4, probably. In general, I am very happy with the endgame. So let's play queen to g4. It declines the endgame, but the question is how to protect his position now. Knight goes to d6, queen goes to e6. This pawn is under attack. And I protected this square wise. In my opinion, looks very unpleasant for him. Bishop c8 and queen g5, double attack on two pawns. Okay, let's, d4 looks interesting. d4. Okay, right now there is no big threats. He probably wants to play bishop to d5, yeah? Bishop to d5. If I'll just play queen e6. Queen e6. Well, let's play queen e6. He has to block my queen, maybe queen f7 or rook f7. This move. Okay, then I can take with the check. Okay, bishop is hanging, rook is hanging. And still I'm up a pawn. After e2, I have an important idea. I can take the queen. e2 I can take on f2. Queen g3 or rook h4 is not dangerous. I'll just take this bishop. And there is no any hack here. Bishop b4. Can I take the rook? Let's take it. Rook f3. No, okay, yeah, he has the only idea to sacrifice here, but I guess I can protect my king after this move. Queen h4, bishop f5, bishop f5, then this move, check, capture. Okay, that's all. Yeah, it was a nice game. Very interesting to evaluate the position. I think this is slightly better for me. Okay, actually it's not slightly better, it's just better. White is better, according to computer it's +1. d4. Yeah, queen e5 is... No, okay, actually his position is very unpleasant. And queen e5, one is a possible move, the second line. I think in Blitz and practical chess this move is good. But yeah, it seems that I managed to find all the best moves here. Yeah. Okay, let's see what's going on in the other games. Привет, Дим. Happy to see you here. Okay, the next game we are playing black against international master, I think from... Yeah, international master from Russia. Yeah, Jumagaliv. Wow. c5, okay, then I can... I don't want to play the endgame, bishop b4, then bishop... Yeah, here, and queen c8, knight e5. It seems that he is still in the prep. Knight d7. He really wants to play g4. Very interesting. Is this still prep? Hmm. No, this is a typical idea, to play b6. Okay, now we can take it. Actually, this pawn structure is much better for black. Yeah, the point is not to blunder something here. Now maybe capture. Bishop takes. Now let's castles. I blundered the pawn. Okay. Anyway, I have some compensation there. He decided not to take it. Okay, this knight is not doing much on f6. Let's play knight to d7, attacking his pieces. Now I think the point is to prepare c5 one day. I'm not sure that I really want to play c5 now, but maybe I want. Yeah, maybe I want to play c5. c5, bishop b5, or knight b5. Yeah, maybe I want to play c5. Okay, let's play in the center. Okay. Okay, I think c4 is not my real idea. So queen d8. Maybe I want to take, maybe then I want to play bishop g5. But he has time advantage. Yeah, he has time advantage here. But I prefer my position. Queen d1. Let's take it. Yeah, of course, pawn should take. Now, yeah, the idea is to provoke him to play this. Yeah. Okay, now this move. Pawn on d4 is not great. There is no potential g5 idea. I need to improve this knight. This knight on, yeah, this knight is not doing much. So it looks he wants to play g5. Okay, knight b8. This is my idea. Knight c6, attacking the pawn on d4. Later knight goes to a5. He can prevent it playing like knight b5. Okay, he decided to try another plan. Okay, knight a5. Knight b3 is a threat. Okay, now queen d1. Queen d1. Knight to c4. Okay, he really wants to play. He really wants to play g5. The point is that after g5 I want to take and play queen g3. Rook f2. Okay. I need to get some play. g5. There was another idea, but I don't want to play such complex positions having just 1 minute. That's funny. Still, he still has some problems with his king. This pawn is saying all these pawns are under attack. He's a threat. Should take with the pawn. Should take with the pawn. Okay, let's play this move. There was a great combination if he played rook g6. Okay, in time troubles he was stronger. Yeah, he was stronger in time troubles, but I think, yeah, the position was very unclear. Okay. No time to analyze the previous game, unfortunately. It was very interesting. Oh, okay. Girl from Kazakhstan. Knight f3, e6. Let's play London. I think I even played it. dc5, bishop takes on c5 and c4. I think I even played it. And I thought that this line is not enough for black, for quality. Okay, she decided to sacrifice the pawn. Okay, interesting. Castles. Okay, now at least it's obvious strategy for me. I need to be solid. I need to protect my weaknesses, and I need to keep my extra pawn. Okay, let's take this bishop. Oh, she took the pawn. It's a bit unexpected. Okay, let's improve the knight. She wanted to play e5. Yeah, it was better to prevent this idea. I forgot about this. Okay, rook e1. Yeah. c3. Preparing before. Now the point is to play maybe maybe knight to b3, later knight to d4, and regroup the pieces this way. Or maybe just rook b1 and then b4. Okay, as to show her counterplay. Okay, knight d7. In general, I'm happy with the exchangings. Pawn is hanging. Okay, now knight to d4. Now it's much easier for me to play b3. Okay, b3. But now I think I can just capture and yeah, I think I can just take and b4. I would be very surprised if it's not a win. It should be winning. Okay, a3 just to be solid. Okay, rook to the center. The point is to double up the pieces and finally, maybe after queen e2, to play a5 and break through in the center. Okay, she helps me with this plan. Okay, attack. I think after e5 she's not in time. I can just play maybe capture and then queen e2, maybe queen e2 immediately. So she has to protect the pawn, probably queen d7 or queen f7. Okay, now this move. e5, but this is just a blunder, no? Okay, capture. No, okay, I can take on b5, but I guess queen e5 is even easier. Rook e7. On the next move, I'll trade the queens. I think the simplest solution. Okay, let's trade the queens. I think d4. then this move. I want to double up the pieces on the 7 rank, so I force her to take my rook on d6. That's a bit strange. Rook g7 is the threat. Okay. No, that's all. I think now the game is over, absolutely over. Okay, rook c2 is put. No, rook c2 is just force mate. Let's capture it. Capture. Mate is coming. Okay, check. Pawn is hanging. Check. This move now. Rook d8 is the mate threat. And now I think she's not in time to protect from these two threats. Rook b8 or rook h8. And the game is over. Okay. Now let's check the top games. Sivan against Lazavik. What's going on here? It seems that black has better pawn structure. I like this idea. Okay, that's why he plays g4, f5. Okay, maybe g6. g6 capture h5. No. Okay, he plays g6. Maybe h5 now. h5, forcing him to clarify the pawn structure. He can take on h5, probably. It can be very dangerous for white, in my opinion, especially in this time situation. Black has half extra minute on the clock. g5. Now h4 looks logical. Or f4. h4 or f4. Maybe f4. f4 was another idea. f4 with idea to play e5 and then king e5, king e5, king g5. Maybe now f4. Okay, he decided to play this. King c4, king e5. I don't know what's going on. Maybe f4. That's interesting. Okay. f4 was actually in the white's favor. Okay, another game, Hikaru against Sarana. Hikaru is pressing on time, but Alexei has nice pawn on d1, and right now it's an extra queen. Should be winning. Should be winning. There is no any fortresses. It's just absolutely winning for black. Okay, finished in a draw. Sarana didn't manage to mate his opponent having just 3 minutes on the clock. Actually, I think it's impossible. Blue Baum. The same story for Blue Baum, having 2 extra queens. Didn't manage to win, lost on time. Okay. Other games. We played 7 games. After the next game, it should be little break. Okay, in our game against American guy, let's play this line once again. c3, d5, capture, e6. Actually, I played the position after knight f3 against Hikaru. Okay, we played this line today. Even this position was played. Okay, knight f6, queen d6, knight c6. In the previous game from this tournament, white played bishop to e3 against me. Okay, the same did this guy. Yeah, my plan is just to make a castle, then to play b5 and bishop to b7. Now he wants to play bishop b4. Okay, he can play it. No problems with this. I want just to play bishop b7, the next move. Bishop b7, then both rooks in the center, and let's see. Okay, what's the best position for the queen? I think on d8. On d7 it can be attacked by the knight. It seems that bishop b7 is coming anyway on the next move. Later I will try to organize and blockade all the light squares, like knight to b4, maybe knight to d5, maybe knight e4. It depends on his move. In such positions I believe that white should play a4 sooner or later, but maybe not now. Now a4, I can play b4, then bishop to b7, rook c8, knight a5, knight goes to b3. Guy is thinking, okay, bishop b7. I think he is not in time with d5. It's very typical, but I hope he is not in time. Anyway, I want to play knight to b4 and then to play knight b to d5, forcing some exchangings. I finished my development. I think I'm ready for concrete active play, maybe with b4. Actually, what's going on after d5? After d5 I have b4, then d6 is possible. Okay, d5, capture the knight, pawn, knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes. It's not interesting. He decided that it's not interesting as well. Okay, that's an exchange offer, and objectively black is happy to trade something. Yeah, let's play a more aggressive way before. Okay, now let's attack him one more time. Bishop f3. He's not very afraid of my attack. Capture. Bishop takes. Okay. Knight c5 probably is his idea, and I missed it. The point was that after bishop c5, dc5, rook c5, yeah, was my idea, but I missed that he has strong answer, that he has an idea to play bishop g7 and then queen d4. Well, that's very unpleasant. Okay, queen b6, knight d7, so I should protect my knight. How to do it? Okay, maybe this move. I don't think that still in his favor. It should be equal. Because my knight on d5 is very strong. Okay, he can take the pawn. In that case, I can play queen a5 and capture on a2. Or maybe, is there anything else? Yeah, I miss this idea that, that's clever. I miss his idea that he wants to play knight to c5. That's a bit unexpected thing for me. Can I play this? Actually, I'm not afraid of sacrifice of his two minor pieces on my rook, because I think that with queens on the board, it's not dangerous at all. So his bishop is under attack, knight e6. Anyway, he decided to sacrifice it. Okay. Now the situation is very tricky. He can take my rook. Aha, d5, that's his idea. So the idea is to play d6. It seems that I evaluated this position not correctly. So I thought that black is fine, but yeah, according to the computer, it's just equal, and it's equal only after 97, which I missed. 97, bishop g3, bishop c5. Yeah, 97 was strong. Okay, I thought bishop d6, capture, capture. Yeah, it's weak because in such kind of the positions, exchangings are generally in the favor of the side who has the rooks. Yeah, so it was better to keep more pieces on the board. I was afraid to make this move, not to blunder something like this. Okay, this position actually is not so bad. It's still playable, but after the only move queen c2, queen c2, rook d2, queen to c1. Yeah, okay, very unpleasant anyway. Yeah, rook g7, now it became absolutely hopeless. Okay, from the beginning I had much better position. Okay, not much better position, but very comfortable, slightly better situation. Before, yeah, was probably not the best move. Queen b6 or knight e5 was correct according to computer. Okay, I played b4, and I totally missed the idea of knight e5, bishop b5. Yeah, I just forgot about this move. Yeah, so after b4 it became tricky for me. So yeah, after this round we have 6 minutes break. Let's see what's going on in the other games. I think there is no other games. Okay, what is the standing? Lozovik 7 out of 8. Artemiev 7 out of 8. Nakamura 6.5 out of 8. Yeah, I think we can also make a little break and return in 3-4 minutes. Yeah, it seems it should start in 1 minute. Okay, in our game, I play white against our American guy. Let's play in our London. B6. No, okay, I don't care. Knight e4. Seems this guy is well prepared for a London. I really want to play d5, but unfortunately there is a problem that in that case my pawn is hanging on b2. Okay, let's play simple and solid. So I protected this pawn. Later I want to play queen d2. Okay, now queen d2 is less principal because knight f6 anyway was his idea. No need to put the queen under the tempo. So queen e2. Actually, I'm not sure that I really want to play d5. Maybe firstly I want to to put all the pieces in the center. So that's the point. Yeah, he wants to play d5. Okay. Rook on c1. Looks like a normal move. Rook to c8. Okay, rook to d1. Pawn is hanging. I don't understand this idea of my opponent. So can I take it just? Okay, maybe I should take firstly on b5. And then the next move. On the next move I want to win the pawn on e7. Now capture on a2 can be dangerous because I can play rook c7 and then knight g5. Yeah, that looks stronger. Okay, at least he forced me to go back. Okay, e2, knight f6. So I'm up a pawn. Okay, my pawn was under attack. I want to protect this pawn. a3. hx bishop d2. I want to get a control over the dark squares. How to get it? Knight is hanging, he cannot take on b2. Now I hope I have some time for my improvement. It's not so easy to understand what to do. Maybe knight d2. Stupid. Okay, let's try it. Don't like it, but I don't see better move. Knight d2. Okay. Queen to f3. The point was to deliver the knight to e4. So knight goes to e4, and then we'll see. Maybe there will be some chances for attack. Okay, knight e4 looks very reasonable now. Rook e4, queen e4, capture. Is it a blunder? Rook is hanging in the end of the line. Okay, it's not serious, I guess. Queen h4. Queen e2. Yeah, I do not have much time. That's the real problem. Plan f5. I missed f5. Okay, yeah, I missed f5. Strong. Knight is hanging. Okay, knight is trapped. Knight is trapped and okay, capture. Okay, should be enough time for win. Yeah. But it was not clear. I mean, after rook c8, I think f5 was winning. Yeah, I missed one. Just in one move, I forgot that he can play f5. And after this move, okay, f5 or h5, I need to take on e8. Can take my queen, then rook e1, but it's not serious. Okay, the position was +4. Very sad. Rook c8. Okay, after h6 exchange, okay, it became easy. Okay, other games. Yesipenko against Lazavik. Oh, Yesipenko in huge troubles. No, absolutely hopeless, I think. Rook g3. Very strong. Yeah, won on time. Extremely strong and fast time controls. Black won. Sarana lost with white. What's in Hikaru's game? Okay, Hikaru actually finished his game. One more game. Yeah, Black managed to win this position, having just less than 1 second on the clock. Okay, in our game, starting very soon, we're playing against a guy from Vietnam. Okay. Bishop g5. I forgot the theory. Yeah, I think h6. Then c6. Then this move. 92. Yeah, I'm not prepared for this line. I know that after c3 or queen c1, e5 is very strong. Yeah, this is probably a theory. Looks very dangerous. I don't want to accept this pawn. Let's play bishop to f5. Okay, now rook to b1, knight to d7. No, playable position, very solid. Okay, now queen is not doing much on b6. Let's return it back. After b5, I want to play c5. Okay, that's actually his idea. Okay, let's trade some pieces. Capture. 95. Okay, capture. We need to can I play b4? Knight a5, okay. Then queen to c7. c4. So he he has sacrificed the pawn. a6. Interesting position. I have some problems with my bishop. It's not doing much on f5. They want to return it to the game. Okay, now it can return. Oh, this was a mistake. Yeah, c6 is strong. Okay, bishop b8. Yeah, this was a terrible blunder. Now, okay, rook takes. He has some problems with his back rank. Maybe now I want to take on c6. Probably. My king actually is weak. Yeah. But he didn't protect his king. Yeah. Let's play b4. After rook takes on b4, I have rook a1 mate. Yeah. 25. Okay, let's keep this pawn on the board. I hope for a counterplay. Okay, rook to b6, and pawn goes forward. d5. Pawn is hanging. Oops. Bishop h3. Oops. King h3, queen e7. Oops. Now it's absolutely hopeless. Yeah. Okay, anyway, king g7. Okay, anyway, it was in my favor. The final position was in my favor, but I'm not sure if he plays great chess. Maybe it's not. Okay, it's around -1. Yeah, it's around -1. Black is pressing. Queen e7, bishop h3. He resigned immediately. Okay, so the round 10 finished. We have one more game. Okay, what's going on in the top games? Hikaru plays against Lazavik. Yeah, Hikaru's position looks strange. I think only Blake played. No. I made a mistake. Now it's stable for Hikaru. Queen f3, no? Maybe even this position is not so clear. Queen f3, queen c4, rook e4. No, maybe it's... Yeah, okay. Maybe it's still... black still under control. Queen c8 is very strong, very fast. Queen f4. Okay, he tries to play this for a win, but it can be tricky. Queen g4, of course. Queen h3. Okay, he decided to give up the pawn on a3, hoping for the best with the c4 pawn. Rook e4, okay. Looks logical. I think with such a weak king, only black can hope for a win, especially in Blitz. Okay, anyway, rooting for Hikaru. I hope he will win. I hope Hikaru will win it. c5, okay. Rook c8. Maybe rook c4. Oh, sorry, rook c4 maybe. Yeah, rook c4. Then c6. Queen d... No, not queen d5. Rook c1. Yeah, I think, well, the guy who will play faster will win this game. a2 or king g2 is another possible move. Okay, it's a fortress. Yeah, it's a... no, actually Lazavik plays it. Well, I think no one plays it. I think Hikaru plays it because he has more time on the clock. Oops. Okay, anyway, it's a draw. It's a draw. What a dirty play by black. White won on time in absolutely hopeless position. Shihari. Okay, new game against Indian Grandmaster Shihari. We are playing white. d4, e6, knight f3, c5, okay, c3. Transposing to the London. Knight f6, bishop to f4, e3, h6. Yeah, I know this line. His idea is to... Well, he wants to play knight h5. Okay, so h3. Now d5 and bishop d6. Yeah, okay. Bishop d6. And there is no bishop g... There is no bishop g3. Okay, anyway, let's play this. Is it good? I'm a bit surprised. Okay, let's take with the pawn. Queen b6. Yeah, maybe it was better to take with the knight. Capture. Okay. I need to be in time with the castle. But actually he can take this pawn. That's the problem, unfortunately. Yeah, it was much better to take with the knight on d4. Just play this position. Yeah, so he captures. Okay. Queen b5, queen a3, that's my idea. Queen b5, queen a3. Otherwise, after bishop d7, then rook b1, rook c1. Ah, so he decided just to give up the pawn. Okay, before capturing the pawn, I want to improve my position slightly. Okay, one more attacking move. Okay, capture. Rook is hanging. What to do now? Actually, I think it's around equal. Okay, let's play this. Queen a6. Maybe trick. Can we make a trick? So the idea is that after this move, I have rook a1. Ah, no, it's not a trick. It's a stupid trick. Ah, you made a stupid trick. Okay, queen b2. It's a bit passive. It's a bit passive. I allow him to play rook b8. Maybe I want to play something like knight e5 and then f3, forcing this knight to go out. This very unpleasant knight on f4. Bishop e8. Maybe f3 and knight c5. Looks logical. Let's try it. f3. Knight goes back somewhere. I don't know exactly. There it goes. And then we will see. Now knight c5 or queen f2. Knight c5, capture and capture, capture. Knight c7. Not so clear, yeah? Maybe queen f2. Okay, let's play queen f2 firstly. On the next move we will play knight c5. Queen f2, knight c5 is coming. Knight c5. Now I have a clear target for my attack. I'm not sure that he really wants to take on. Yeah, he really wants to take here because it will be hard for him to protect this construction. Okay, how to improve the position? Pretty sure I need to keep the knight on the board. To keep it. Stupid. Okay. It's probably bad, but I want to keep this knight. I don't want to allow him to take my knight with his bishop. Okay, knight c4. Knight b3. e5. Okay. In general, I want to trade his knight. That's a good idea for me. How to improve the position? Maybe g4. I don't like it, but well, at least at some in some point I can play f5. Maybe I can improve my queen. Okay. Now let's improve the queen. Okay. Queen is under attack. Pawn is hanging. I don't like what I did. Rook e2 is very strong. Mate in 2. Okay, maybe not mate in 2. Life is hard. Okay. Yeah, maybe I overestimated the position. I thought that it's good, but yeah, it's good, but maybe it's just equal. Equal. Okay, maybe slightly better here. Queen b2. What was the right idea? Queen a4 was correct. Castles. Rook b1 correct. Rook c1 correct. Queen d3. Rook b3 was stronger. What's the difference? Queen b7. No, okay. This position is around equal. And later I missed his idea. e5. Yeah, now it became unpleasant. Very unpleasant. Queen b6, yeah. Queen b6 was probably still a draw. No, unpleasant draw, but a draw. Wow, we have the results. Sivian won it. Sivian, Lazavik, Artemyev, Shimo in the top 5. Nakamura not on the prizes. Okay. Thank you for watching and see you next time. I'll probably make a stream on title Thursday. So see you on Thursday.